Good evening, everybody. My name is Crypto. Welcome back to Dyson Sphere program, and we're 5 minutes early, and we're gonna finish 5 minutes early probably. This is not gonna be the longest stream. I had the game run for, as you can see, about 2 hours to try and balance out all the resources that are now incoming: sulfuric acid, the copper, and I can't even remember what. I still have to go back and get more copper, but I think copper is not the bottleneck anymore. We're running short on all kinds of other things. Oh look, we're producing lenses. Oh wow, we're actually doing things. That means we do have some of the strange matter going. Yes, it looks like it. Oh, the sound. We're short on deuterium of all things. Also, pretty much very short on particle containers, even though that seems to be fairly backed up over here. How are we doing then? Yeah, it's the hydrogen we're running out of. Would you believe it? Let's go, let's have a look. I put in one more motor producing or turbine producing facility over here. Yeah, don't even try it. Now we're out of motors. It's not a thing. Chronically short on those things. And as you can see, this belt is completely empty, so that's those guys. It's just not a thing. Why are you backed up? Because we have motors now. Okay. So the motors made on this belt are going in here. They are not going anywhere else right now because the turbine production over there is switched off. And these are constantly just being put over into these to make the turbines. The electromagnetic turbine. Which is then immediately converted into that thing. The supermagnetic ring, sure, why not? Which is completely empty. I have no idea where that is going. There are things around here that use that. Yup, pretty sure they do. I just don't know what exactly. Let's have a look around. Nothing over here is requesting that. I know that, yeah, right here. Haha. Our fuel. That stuff. The deuteron fuel rods. These need a bunch. But this is almost full. The belt is full. So the storage is full. This has been a constant drain, so now that that's backed up, and the belt is backed up all the way, and the machines are full, and the input belt is backed up, now it will back up in here, and as soon as that is done, it will back up in the production facility, and then we should stop producing those and get back into these. Alright, I know we need the fuel rods later for something, I think, or do we just use them for ourselves? These things? Now that seems to be an end product. There's nothing afterwards. Well, for now, maybe we just haven't researched it yet. Speaking of research, all the research from last time is done. There's not much more left over here. It's the endgame stuff. We can still do a couple more things. Oh, that one. And that one. More replicator speed. Okay, let's go for that. Let's unlock tier 3. Oh, that needs all the good stuff. Okay, sure. That needs the quantum chip, though. Which needs... Okay, we have the processors. We do need this glass, whatever that is. A plane filter. Yes, of course it's a plane filter. What else would it be? That needs the high-strength glass, which is water, titanium, and glass. Okay, so that's basic resources. We have that in abundance. Should. And it also needs this stuff, which is either... titanium, which we have now, meshes, which we have, hydrogen, which we're chronically short on, but even in the other recipe that doesn't change. So, yeah, hydrogen is something we need to get. So we should probably see, now that we have researched the good stuff, up here, that we make one of these. For that we need a bigger setup though. We're not quite ready to do that yet. We do have the space stations. Well, it looks like a Star Trek space station, right? Just no kidding. We do have the turbines. Not many. Well, Supermagnetic rings, was it? Just forget about it. It's big freaking engine. Then the other engine. Hello. Quantum printing technology. Okay. Didn't know I was still researching stuff because there's nothing showing. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a thing now. Weird. I didn't switch that off. But okay, sure. We need this guy. Yeah. Yep. This will fill up the accumulator, and we need a filled accumulator up here. Well, 20 of them actually. To build one of these orbital collectors, and we want a lot of them. Definitely want a lot of them. Needs to consume the collected fuel materials to maintain the energy required to work in orbit. So it will basically harvest a gas giant for whatever that thing produces, mostly hydrogen. Maybe deuterium if you're lucky, so we get both. And it will consume parts of that to keep running, and the rest it will just send over like any other of the space stations we already have. Using these guys. Probably not those guys. That would be weird. Okay, so that is something we want to do. But we're not ready yet to set up a facility to produce those, I think. And the other thing we want to do is check on our resources and look where we stand right now. And looking at this, oh, the belts are full, the resources are coming in. How are we doing? Yup. Nope. Yep, that is full. Even that. It takes a while, but you see it's requested, so it's there. It just needs to arrive here. Well, looking okay. Anything else? Iron? Looking good. Yep, sure thing. Silicon, good. We're not producing enough. We're not producing enough steel. I think we are good on magnets. No, we're not. Forget it. We're good on those. Those are not needed anywhere. Forget it. Who needs gears? Machines run without gears. No problem whatsoever. We're backed up on all of this stuff. That is good. So at least we're not consuming steel to make more foundations. Although I will have to take a few probably. For now, we're good. Also doing pretty good on the glass. And the plasma exciter. I knew that once. Yeah, short on the magnets, as you can see. We can't do much more here. That's not too bad. It could be worse. I put in some tanks here for the processed fuel storage, so that at least this whole thing... That sounds so weird. This whole thing doesn't grind to a halt just because we're backed up on fuel and we don't get any more hydrogen, which is what has happened before. And I've rerouted the hydrogen, so it now goes from over here where we do the meshes. It goes into the tanks and from there straight into the facility instead of into this splitter to get onto the belts. And then I can, well, I move it straight in so I can take it straight back out. That makes more sense. And as you can see, once in a while we get some deuterium, but only once in a while. Yeah. Surprisingly, we don't have a hydrogen issue, it seems. But we do have a deuterium issue. If we find a gas giant that gives us deuterium, we're golden, we're good to go. We can also do green science and all that jazz, but I think today we're going to do something different. Looking at the recipes here, and now I actually have to find it again before I say something stupid. We need more of these, right? We need more of the particle containers, which consumes all our motors, which we don't have. So there's the bottleneck right now. Well, there is this other recipe that uses unipolar magnets, and it says they are extremely rare. And the other thing that's extremely rare is these two down here. It's the neutron star and the black hole, because there's only one of each in this whole cluster. Wrong button. I'm good at pressing wrong buttons. You know, but I found them in the sky. It is fairly difficult to do because they don't give up any light at all. You just have to basically hover over the sky and hope you hit them, and then you can, you know, press that little pin to pin them, and now that we can see them because they are pinned, we can actually go there. And I think that's what we're gonna do right now. We have enough luck to be able to produce some warpers. And by some, I mean this. We have enough warpers. I already stocked up on warpers, and there's already some in here. So I could start requesting those over here. Local demand. Okay, but you're only requesting when you actually have a maximum load, and that would be 70, I believe, right now. 70 or 80. And we don't have that many leftovers right now. Okay, that's fine. That is cool. So, let's see what we can do here. I want... Oof. Some of those. 30. Let's take 50. 50 should be good. I also do need some more of these. Those are not a problem, as you can see. Basic resources right there. Well, yeah, mostly. Belts, short on everything. Space stations, I have 10 of the local ones, 9 of the interstellar ones. That is good. Don't need any of the liquid gaseous stuff. I need more of you, because as fast as possible, please. Come on, fill that up. There you go. That's 800. I have 800 of that. Might as well fill up that stack. Why wouldn't we? Sorters we have. Splitters we have. Boxes we have. Man, who needs that many boxes? We have assembling machines. We have some smelters. That should be good. Missing power. Now, I don't know what the best power is where we're going. So I think we're just going to take some of everything. How about... we do that. Those two can go back in. So that's one row of those. And 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That's good. Probably, right? Power poles we have. Might as well stock up on those. There you go. 100. I can get rid of that one. Thank you. Good. Anything else we need? Is there anything else over here that I'm missing? Probably not. Particle colliders? Not so much. I have set this up. We have 10 in here. When you look at the belt, there's probably another 30 or so lying around here. So yeah, we should be good for a while. Cool. So, let's go. Let's leave this system. Now, where do we go first? The one that's closer. That one. Whatever that is. NTR, DSR. I think NTR is the neutron star. NTR, neutron. DSR, black hole. Makes sense, right? Totally. We're full on fuel. We have enough energy to get there and back, so let's just go. Probably 2 trips. 5 light years per jump, roundabout. We'll see. If we're lucky. Speaking of speed, it's fine. We're actually doing quite good here. It's not gonna be totally enough. That was 8 light years in one jump. That's quite nice. So yeah, that's the neutron star. Are we close enough? Oh yeah. Ooh. Optical grating crystal we don't have yet. But this is what we're looking for, the unipolar magnets, and we get them here. That is lovely. Luminosity, not much. Temperature, yeah, you know, it's a little bit more than my oven. Yeah, I'm not sure. There is definitely a planet in orbit, and it is in the habitable zone, otherwise it wouldn't have water. No, that is weird. Copper, that is good. If we have copper there in decent quantities and unipolar magnets, we can set up a local processing station to make these directly. Because if you look at this, it needs 2 copper, which we have in abundance at home, so that's not a problem. But it needs 10 unipolar magnets to make 1 particle container. Why would I ship 10 unipolar magnets back to the home system if I could just ship the particle container? 10 of them. So, yeah, sure. That's what we're gonna do. Sword. Thank you. Weird. What was missing there? Oh, that was the 1 wind turbine. Yes, sure. You should be able to do the rest of the jump now, right? Thank you for the autosave. That was very, very lovely. Yeah, should be. Should be okay. Don't crash into it. Planets? Hello? There you go. Oh, it wasn't enough. Okay, sure. Turns around a little bit. We should be close enough to zoom in on the system here. Nice. Like this look like we're in a ring. We passed the planet's orbit already, but then no, not even close. Not even close. Now I can click on it, and we do have not much, but okay, we do have some copper ore here, and we do have some unipolar magnets. So it's a ratio of 2 to 10, so it's 1 to 5. So with this, we can do 2 million of these. That's a decent amount. And we can also mine these and bring those back home. Factor silicon, I think I've seen that somewhere else before. And we don't really need it. Fire ice, not necessary. Solar energy ratio, 147%. Heck yeah, I'm gonna take that. The construction area is 99%, so there's gonna be a small puddle on there. That's not really an ocean. We could use some coal for power if we had to. It's a lot of titanium, wow. Okay, sure. Orbit inclination minus 10 degrees. Oof. Okay. Ooh, look at that thing. Would you want to live in a system where the sun looks like that? I mean, not even talking about how deadly this thing is to anything that's biological. But would you want to live in a system where the sun looks like that? It's cool if you're going for a party, probably. I mean, you don't need a disco ball. You got that right there. Every kind of stereo system would go completely bonkers. Because of all the radio wave that thing emits, you wouldn't be able to get any clear signal, so, yeah. No mobile phones, nothing? I don't know. Let's jump. Here we are. That's not too bad. Let's get into orbit here. It was a worthy try. Oh wow, this thing is turning quite fast. Look at this. Okay. How fast are you turning? Rotation period, 124 seconds. So in 2 minutes it turns around once. Yeah, that's a thing. We're here. There is unipolar magnets right there. Where's the copper? These grating crystals. Also, this is north. There's the copper, all of the copper. Okay. And the magnets are right here. This is good. We can set up a station here for local supply. And then we just find a nice area like here, where we can build. And build a smelting, assembly, whatever facility. And then we just tap into all the other veins that are around here. Nice. So I wish you could just, you know, in this mode, right-click, set a marker. which you can see on your screen once you're back in your standard view, but no, you cannot. It seems to be on the other side though. Right here. Am I the only one who wishes this stuff was animated? That looks weird, but you know, it's unipolar magnets, so I guess that is a nice representation of that concept. Walking the wrong way. Huh. Cool. Now, did I bring... those? Yes, 11 of them. Okay, that's a good start. We'll probably have to come back at some point. Oh, I mean, there's iron here and there's copper here. We could probably make more of those on the fly if we had to. What do you need? That's just iron and copper. So yeah, we could. I probably will. For now, let's get these set up before we do anything else. That's the wrong one. Right here. And we want to mine the crap out of you. Let's see how we do. That looks good. Haha. That's not much. I can almost get that one. There. That's 15 on the belt. We need a lot of these. Oh, might as well put some more on the belt. That's 20. Ugh. 25, good enough. Not quite a full belt, but okay. So do we set up smelting straight away right here? What do we need to get this going? Cannot make in replicator. Yeah, but it doesn't say where else. Oh, assembler, right? On the top left, where it belongs. Like all of the others have a made in and hand make, but this guy only has assembler. Okay. Now we need to get all the copper in the world. With the 6 remaining, that's not much. Okay, one here. One here. That's 7. That's 10, almost. 12. And the other one is at 25. And we have a ratio of 1 to 5. So this is more than we need right now. Compared to what we're getting here. So that's okay. And this, since, well, it's the only copper around here, so we don't really need to do anything with it other than smelt it straight away. So let's do that. Do we have any smelting facilities? Yes, 42. Checked that already. So I'm gonna put those right here. Also gonna take all the soil pile. That's 10 right there. We're getting 12.6. That recipe is a 1-second recipe. Yes, 1-to-1 ratio. So we do want a couple more of these. Okay, let's do something a little different. We're gonna take... you can do 12, right? It's 12.6. Let's do 12. Doesn't really matter that much. Put you straight down here. We're gonna need a little more space. Something like that, probably. Let's get rid of these. Let's put down the output, which we're gonna do the other way. That makes it nice and scalable because you can have your input from this side, your output into this side, and if anything, you just need to extend the belt and smelters over here. This doesn't need to change. If you would have the output here, then you would need to work around it and all that. So yeah, that's always good to have flow in going one way, flow out going the other way. Now we can go and do this and that, and then we can copy the whole thing. See, it now even has a preview for the sorters. That is new. That's in the newest update, basically. That is so neat. Space these out a little differently. Mortar, it worked? What? Pressing F5 until you find me streaming? Well, it should have worked. Once in a while. And that should be 6, 9, 11, 12. Now this sorter will not be placed because there is no belt, but then again, once in a while, I don't actually mind. Screw you. Placing my own sorter. There you go. Not too bad. Put you in here, that should be good, and put you in here, that should also be good, and this should all be covered. Yep, looking good. No yellow flashes. That means we're doing well. This is interesting though. That icon is here, and that icon is there. Did I get this turned around? Is that in or out? That's the big question. It looks the same from both sides. Oh, we will figure it out. If it's not taking in, then it's turned around and just erase them and place them again. I mean, they come with the sorters. Where's the problem? Nowhere. You here, you here. Doesn't need to be fancy, just needs to work. Alright, and when this is done, we want to ferry all of this straight into here. There you go. In. You're gonna take that, supply all of it just around here. That should be good. Now obviously you need power. So let's put you there. Now you have power. Good. For you, I kind of want to do the same. I can run this into that guy too. That shouldn't be a big deal, right? We have enough belts, might as well. On C. There. Now we just connect all of that up. Something like that. Should be fine. Man, this is bright over here. And one catches all. Nice! One pole to rule them all! That kind of sounds dirty. Speaking of pole, this is the equator, which does not lead to the pole no matter which way you go. I think we just... I would have to space these out a little bit to make sense. Let's put on the wind turbines first, since we brought them. Why wouldn't we? Get this a little bit of power. It's fairly easy to place once you figure out that the distance you can place is one less than one of these grids. So it's there. This one will be right on the center marker here, and the next one will be one to the right. Yeah, makes it easy. Again, I wish you could do blueprints where you can just say, okay, I set this up once, a relatively big area of wind turbines and solar panels and all that stuff, and then I just say, okay, save this, we're gonna reuse this. And then you just need to have the things in your inventory. You already have the construction drones that do the placing for you. And that is just so much Factorio, you can't get any more Factorio than that. It's getting nighttime. This is ridiculous. Okay, how much power do we do? 6 megawatts, using 1. That's okay. Any more stuff I want? Titanium, fire ice, fractal, silicon. Not really. So, where's north? The other way around. There. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna build here. Sure, we're gonna build there. I mean, we could also build here. It doesn't really matter where we build. It's not that much of a factory that we're gonna set up here. I wish you could go in. Here I am with my wishes again. You know, you can switch them all off and on. How about, in this view at least, have some buttons here that I can tick them. I can see, show me only oil, or whatever. That would be pretty cool. I want to tap into those and just ship them home. Since they are here already. There's more unipolar magnets. There's more unipolar magnets. That's the closest one, probably. And we have 3.3 million in total. So there's 700,000 here. It's 800,000, that's 1.5, roughly. That's 2.5, so there's one more vein hiding somewhere. Right there. Yeah, that's the remaining 800k. Okay. Okay. North is where the ice bears are and the penguins not. South is the other way around. That is true. Yes, very, very true. And you also figured out that that's not very helpful at all on this particular piece of planet. Nice. How about that? Right there. Still only doing 7%. We don't have enough miners to do any more than that, but we can probably change that. So, iron right here. Go and mine iron. I haven't done this command in a long, long time. Hello? Game? Ah, there you go. Look at us, having 3 iron. 10. Wow. God, we're rich. And we need a little bit of that. Not overly much, but we do want to have some of these. So, I think we're gonna hook this all up. Get some of the copper as well. And then we have a look and see how much we can mine, how much more miners we can do. What am I looking for? These guys is what I'm looking for. And I think I can just put you here. You go in there. There's probably going to be more around here soon. So let's do something like this. Look at the shadow go. Ugh. Yeah, that would drive me nuts. I mean, short work days. Equally short sleep, unfortunately. And doing a 24-hour stream is not really much of 24 hours around here. So, you know, good or bad, you decide. Let's put down some more of these. Actually, pretty close. Wow, this is completely not where it's supposed to be, but then again, we're on some kind of a hilly area. This is where you want to have a big item in your inventory that you can put down. And currently, I don't have that many big things on me. That's not that big. And it takes a while to place, but this flattens a pretty nice area. We just got 10,000 soil, just like that, without using foundations. Yup, that's how you do that. There you go. You do that and that. Have some of these. Yep, they're in. You're gonna accept unipolar magnets and you're gonna supply, and all of them, please. Thank you. Let's head back. You're gonna do the copper. That's in supply. You don't have any of these yet. There you go. You're also gonna do unipolar magnets. Thank you. If I had hooked this up with belt, I could have now taken out some of the copper straight out of this guy. Because there would have been some backed up in there. No, I didn't do that. Alright. Well, we said we were not gonna put it in there, and we're not gonna put it in there. Oh, come on. I'll do it this way. Sometimes that disconnects the original machine, so you have to be careful. Don't know why. That is definitely a bug that I want to have fixed. So this worked no problem. And yeah, it definitely looks like this is not working as intended. Also, why are you not in range of you? Because I put one too many in here. Alright, sure. Has to be 5. And now that they actually have power, you can see that they are all turned around. Perfect. So... is that better? Oh yeah, it is. Unfortunately, in the preview, you don't see any of that. But that's not a sorter issue, that's just, you know, the standard copy and paste issue. The short one, right? Which means we need another one of you. You know what? Let's do... You're getting 12.6 technically, so, you know, let's do you. Put you there. And then let's upgrade this bed. So now that bed can hold 30. This is where we merge in half of the stuff that's coming in. As you can see, this is nowhere near being full. And sooner or later, this should get rid of the backup. Because we now have 13. 5, 5, 3. Yeah, 13. So 0.4 more than we're actually producing here, which is okay. Speaking of okay, there's nothing in here. There's 50 in here. Give me those. They're kind of backing up. That is interesting. Shouldn't. But you know, when they're backing up, then there's only one thing you can do. More smelters. This way, or do I have to turn it again? I do have to turn it again. No, now it's the wrong way around. What? And again, this time I didn't rotate it. Now let's rotate it. Okay, game is weird. Loving it. Now we should get rid of the backup. Yeah, this is definitely not backup anymore, neither is this. Now we have more smelteries than we have production capacity, which is okay. So you're getting there. How are we in terms of being able to make these now? 2. And then we're short on... not iron. Definitely iron. Alright. Can I use titanium instead of iron? Make them last a little longer? Okay, what do we need next? This is being transported over, copper is being smelted and transported over, we're getting stuff from over there. We just need to put down the blueprint for the assembly line. Yeah. That's 2 more, that's how much? 3, that should be 5 in total now, right? Can I get 1 more? Still have enough copper. Thank you, for now. You delete. Now 4. There's 1 and there's another one coming. So yeah, 6. 6 is good. Okay, I don't want to have the drones fly too far to the other side of the planet if I don't have to. So we're just gonna pick a spot. I think we're just gonna take this empty area over here to make the assembly. It's one of the things they should try to add to the base game. You mean the copy sorters? Yes, definitely. And you know, it's early access, so we may get that. The same goes for the blueprints. We may get that, then on the other hand they may think, you know, that is a nice feature, but it takes away a lot of gameplay. Because the regular player will have to do, you know, doing the builds and mapping out the layout of the factory and all of that. And the regular player won't need to place down 400 inserters at once. And wants to experience the fun of actually making this come together and, I don't know, working his way around trees and lakes and all of that. And then there's guys like me who just say, just plaster foundations everywhere, and as once we have that level playing field, and we can place stuff wherever we want, have a look at how the grid lines go, and where we get, you know, wonky things happening here. Like somewhere over there probably. Right here. And then build a template once where you spend 6 hours designing that whole concept and making it fit together. And then you know you have a template that can smelt exactly a full belt of copper or tin or whatever and get this many output in this many seconds and all of that. And then you would want to just save that and say, okay, the next time I need a factory, I'm just gonna go into smelting templates, and I know I'm gonna have to get 15 iron per nanosecond, so I'm gonna use template 3 because that does 60. And then you just stamp it down. And that takes away gameplay, because you just stamp down your blueprints you made once, and then you never have to worry about it again. On the other hand, of course, that gives you other options. That gives you options to say, okay, now let's do a mega factory. Let's just colonize every planet in this galaxy and have one exclusively for iron, one for copper, have one planet for each resource if you want to. And then just make it happen and see the ships flying everywhere and all of that. That could be a cool thing, but you can't do that if you have to place every little sorter, every little power pole, every little wind turbine. So that's what you need blueprints for. Otherwise you're not scalable. Alright, let's go and do this. So we're gonna get, what? 12 copper per second. That's what we have to work with right now. So for the recipe, if we get 12 copper per second, we can do 6 of these. 6 of these recipes. So we need 6 multiples of 6 if we want to work with that. We get 12 copper per second. This needs 4 seconds. So that's what? 6 times 4 is 24. We can have 24 assemblers working on unipolar magnets, right? I'm getting this wrong somewhere. No, I'm not. 24 divided by 4 is 6. And 6 factories use 12 copper. That's fine. Whew. Okay. So 24. That means we need 240 unipolar magnets per second. Okay. That is what we're gonna do. Thankfully, we have exactly the right amount of assembling machines, double the amount we need, so that's good. We need a ton of belts for that to work. Well, we need 1 belt for the copper. That shouldn't be a big deal. Let's just get this started. Let's just start. See where we end up. I'm gonna start right over here. Why not? Now, can I just align myself in a way that I can run and use my auto clicker or something to place you? I should have 24 left when I'm done. I saw that. You're in the way. That's silicon. You know, haven't done this before, really. Go away. Switch that back. Thank you. 1 more. I still know it's here, I just don't need it, ever, so don't really care that much. Alright, so that's 24 machines. You're gonna have... what are you gonna have? You're gonna have 12 copper per second that you need, right? Because, yeah, that, I mean, that's how much we're making, so that's all I can get you. So, that belt is enough. Right there. And then we're gonna have 1 belt going back with the finished product, which is making 1 item every 4 seconds. So it's only 6 per second that we're getting out of this. So that belt is enough, no problem there. Then we're gonna need... not the gas collector, the big one, this guy. And it's no use putting you further away than I have to, so I'm gonna put you right there. Connect you in. Thank you. You can connect to it, and you can connect from it, but the filter only should up after it's placed. Shouldn't be, right? Not really. Alright, this is gonna be number 2. Number 2 is gonna be you. And number 1 is going to be... what are we making? This guy? So you are the unipolar magnets. And you need ships, because you're gonna send stuff home, and you need drones, because otherwise this whole thing doesn't work. Minimum load is all of it. Distance to enable warp is fine. Charging power we don't need. Range of drones is all of the planet that you can see. And transport range of vessels is unlimited, because we are about that many light years away. So let's just set that to, I don't know, 15. Just because we can. It's not really any real reason to change that. Remote supply, yes. Local supply, no. Local storage, why not? You are local demand, and definitely no remote supply. Otherwise, we start shipping off copper to somewhere else. And you are local... I pressed all of them, not just the right one. Local demand, there you go. And storage, because we're not going to ship them anywhere. Right, cool. So, power poles. Let's get started over here, so this guy gets some power. And then it's every 4. Yes. There you go. I'm gonna remove them in a second and place them down with sawdust attached, don't worry. Because then I have the recipe pasted and all of that. So you're gonna do this. Now we just need to get the magnets in. The magnets is what we need the most of, so let's have a look. It's 4 seconds, 10 magnets, so that's 2.5 magnets per second. Which means you should be able to handle that. I'm gonna check. If it doesn't handle that as I wanted to, then we're just gonna upgrade. So I'm not gonna set the... I'm debating if I should set the filter right now or later. I think we're just gonna set it right now. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do this. Auto-clearing range. There you go. Definitely gonna do it this way. So now, how much do we have on this belt? This belt can do 30 per second. We need 10 of those every 4 seconds, right? So these 4 will consume 10 per second. These 4 will consume 10 per second. These 4 will consume 10 per second. And that is the belt. 10, 20, 30. So right over here, we need a new belt. And it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a weird number. There's a mistake somewhere. That's another 30. So that's 2 belts going in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's not so much wrong. It's just me that's wrong. Yo. There you go. That should work out. Yup. Good old me used the wrong belt. Was all upgraded? It is. I hope. Do we still have? Yeah, we still have some of that belt, so we can be sure that all of it was upgraded. That's nice. I'm not gonna delete you. You're precious. I can't put you in here because you're full. That's also pretty good. I can put you in here though. There you go. Let me through. Okay, so we're gonna need one of these here, and output here, and then input here. And that should be nice and dandy. Why are you not having any power? Power load 600%? Come on, 47 megawatts. Yeah, we do not get that much wind over here. We're gonna place on some solar panels soon. Some in the north and some in the south, probably. Just to make sure we get some solar energy all the time. And like I said, we could set down some coal burners. That should also work. Okay, copy you. Delete you. Place you down. That's the right way around. This time you can actually see because I have 2 sawdust on one side and 1 on the other, so that's pretty easy to do. There is a mod where you can say click over here and then shift click over here, everything in between delete. That does conflict with most of the other little mods, including copy inserters, I believe. And I'd rather copy inserters than be able to mass delete all my factories. Just saying. It's definitely something that we need. So you can go and say, I have selected an area, like, you know, drag a square or rectangle around an area, and then it tells you, okay, in this area there is like 40 sorters, 7 assemblers, 200 green belts, 100 blue belts. What do you want to delete? And then you just tick the boxes and say delete, and it's gone. That would be pretty good. Or just mass delete everything. Just drag your square around it, and then when you let go, delete. Then you can place back down what you actually wanted to have. That's also okay. You are actually going very slow, but you are going on 13% speed. That is better than nothing, but it's not that much more than nothing. Also means that all the mines have shut down. Okay, so, pole over there. We're pretty much at the equator, so we do have a while to go. But we do have power poles, so not really overly worried about that. Do we have a main meridian here somewhere? One of the bold lines? No, we don't. So we're just gonna follow this one. And why I'm looking for a bold line, that one right there, is because when you have these weird grid change over here, the bold ones don't have that. This one also doesn't seem to have that. And there's probably, yeah, there's one here. It's like every third major line or so has that. It just goes straight through. And there's probably a mathematical explanation for that that I can't give you right now because I'm busy placing power poles. That's as good an excuse as any. I'm gonna deal with it. I'm gonna run with it. You're gonna deal with it. There you go. Can't even words right now. Oh, this is bright. I can't see the circle around my power pole. That's fire eyes. Okay, and then you in the middle because of range. Right, how are we doing on those? 200? Yeah, it's not bad. Could be worse. Let's put you there. It's not lined up at all. One too high, but who cares? Not me. Once this runs, I don't really plan on coming back here. Other than putting in more mines, but then we're also running out of copper relatively fast. So, right now, I just want to have some power. How are we on solar panels now? 160, so we only placed down 40. Man, we're slacking. You're not placed correctly. Are you? No, not at all. And that means wasting energy. Can't have that. Something like that. How are we doing now? Halfway there. Wow. Well, that means we only need one more of these fields, which is quite okay. How many more do we have? 147. So I'm gonna place down some over here for maximum effect on the diagonally opposite side. Is that a thing? It's now. And then we're going to do the same at the South Pole. So one of these stations should always have sun energy glaring at it. That should be good. Can't put anything there. Okay. I'm just gonna go there. I'm focused. Don't disturb me. Can't talk. This is exactly why you want blueprints. You do this once, and then you figure out, you know what? That is actually a cool thing to do. It works pretty much all the time, so you might want to set this down everywhere you go. And since you're at the pole, there's really no reason to change this whole recipe because every pole looks the same. That's not judging, that's just saying. So, why not have a blueprint for this and say, okay, I've landed on a new planet, we need power, let's set this down real quick, and you're done. Looks weird. I like weird. Oh, and power boards, more than enough. Stone. Who needs stone? Can you imagine you start here? Like, oh, I have all the endgame stuff, it's just can't really get anything going because I don't even have stone. That would be something. Should have brought one of these and put them in the middle here. That could have been cool. 94 left. 3. That is long spacing, isn't it? Yep. 4, 5. Let's do 6. Now I technically don't need that guy anymore because it's connected here. You know. There's always something. Some of this spacing is completely messed up. I don't know. Let's do the other side. Maybe that looks better. Probably not. This distance between them just doesn't seem right, but it's okay. That's how it should be. It's weird. one more. How many more do we have? 32. Yeah, let's do some more. There you go. One more on this side too. For that one row that actually does line up perfectly. Right. God's sake. Maybe picking red for the placement grid wasn't the best idea. I mean, this is clearly easier to see. I should swap those around. Nice. How are we doing now? Oh yeah, 90 megawatts. There you go. Son! Do your thing. I do mine. Okay, this is going. These are going, charging, everything is going. Pretty empty. There you go. These are being transported. Coming in full speed. Looking good. Plate is mostly full. You're getting stuff in batches right now because we're not mining fast enough? Yeah. We'll have to see about that. Also, these seem to be going away. But we seem to be requesting ships to come here. I don't think those ships have warpers yet. That could be an issue. Because this will take them like 11 hours to get here. Okay, are we making enough? Does not really look like it. Let's have a look at this guy. Mostly empty. And again, 11. Okay, let's put some more down. Can't have them both. Fine. Something like that. And then we're gonna go. You. That should be okay. Yeah, we're definitely overproducing power now. That's very good. Are you emptying? Yeah, well, numbers going down. And you're side loading onto this bed, so you are definitely emptying because you have the priority over here. Still have this one though. And you can only go here. Which means all of that needs to upgrade. Not all of that, but you know, it's the fastest way of doing things. So that's looking good. We are now producing 27.3 over here. So that's almost 30 per second. The other vein we have is almost 30 per second. And if you remember correctly, this part will consume 30 per second, and this part will consume 30 per second. So if we get a little more, we should be good to go. Well, it's 25, it's not really 30. How many more do we have? 2? That's not enough. We need more. make this 30. 28. Alright, fine. Be like that. Are you still backed up? What the heck? It's because you're full. No. Obviously not. It's because these can't output. Obviously not. Ugh. Also, that one doesn't have an output. That's interesting. So I've only upgraded the last portion of this belt, but that should be enough. Up until here, we're not filling up 12 per second, and once we get over 12 per second, by this 0.6, we have a belt that can handle 30 per second, so that shouldn't be a big deal. That should work now. They should always be able to output. Now what you can do is just upgrade the whole thing, and that gives you more spacing between these cubes, because you can transport almost 3 times as many in the same amount of time. And that makes these sorters able to drop their stuff without having to wait that like 6 packets go by. Yep, that's looking good. And if that doesn't help, you can still upgrade all of these to the blue ones, so just in case there's more than 1 or 2 or 3 items in the inventory waiting to be dropped off, it can take 6 of them at a time, and whenever the belt's empty, just drop all 6, or as many as will fit. So that will enable you to empty that stuff out even faster. And now we should be going through our backlog. We definitely are. I mean, the belt is emptying, so that's good. I'm gonna take some of this. And now we shouldn't reach this one. Ever. Technically this should be the last one, because that's 13 for the 12.6 we're getting. But once in a while, you know, one of these picks something up and then it's just about to move back in or back out when the package goes by, so having 1 extra here is okay. If we just stop the belt here, there shouldn't be a backup. It will stop there for a second or two, but then it should be picked up. And as you can see, that's not really the case. So whatever those numbers are, they're not 100% right. And this is going constantly. We're doing 60 per minute. Each one of those is doing 1 per second. There's no delay here. I know. Well, just have 1 more. It's fine. Why not? It's just a little bit of energy, of which we have like 3 times as much as needed right now. Let's make this easy. Give me all the iron. That's faster than I can mine it. That should be okay, right? Should be enough. Making 5 and another 8, I believe. So that should be more than enough. Now we're short on copper. Fine. I can live with that. Let's go and find the rest of the things. There's this stuff that I want to bring home. Optical grating crystal. Is that the only deposit? How much is in there? 3.4. Yeah, that's the only deposit. It's not really that necessary, and I think you find those somewhere else. You don't need to get them from here and have them shipped all the way over. I'm just stupid to find my things. It's right here. That's the one I was looking for. I knew there was some somewhere around here. And we don't need that much, we just need to fill up the 30 per second. Which basically right now we almost have. Oh wow. Look, this is coverage right here. Unfortunately I can place it right here. Place it here though. $23, sure. How about there? Half of 23 is less than 12, so this should be enough. But over here I might actually need a faster one because there's 3 miners on that one, there's only 2 on this one. This should definitely be enough. Totally fine. So let's upgrade over here. These two should not be more than 12. They might be. So, you know what? We're just gonna upgrade this whole bed right here. And that's good. And he saw it was good. Isn't that how it goes? So, there's north. Quickest way to power. All the way over here, or just connect up to the solar area. I'm gonna go with the solar area. And I could use the long distance poles now because I definitely have more power than I need. Still don't like to waste it. You know, keep the planet green. That green. Alright, so you are fractal stuff. Charging power none. Load of drones, all of it. Local supply. Have drones. Go. It's not going. It's being requested. From somewhere. Right there. Oh, there they come. Yeah, I don't know. I'll get this. This also... No, it's empty now. I was going to say, it backed up, but no, it didn't. I just had power too fast, and then only I set up the filter for what goes in here. So, for a moment, the belt couldn't empty. Yeah, it's looking good. Just leave it as it is. We're going through those quite quickly, but that's okay. That's totally okay. So we tapped into 3 veins. That should be enough to get this going full tilt. It's reaching. Oh, just about. Just about. But yeah, surely just about. This belt can do 30 per second and these machines consume 30 per second. Where should the backup come from? It's looking good. It's looking really good. And we should build up a little bit in here. Requesting a lot. That doesn't necessarily mean that we actually have a surplus. We should have a little bit of a surplus. I mean, we have, what, 26 in one vein and then 25 in the other. Which is not 2 belts, it's not 60 per second, but we have a whole new vein now that we are mining, and we're getting, what, from there, 24? So all of that together is more than 30 per second, so we should build up a nice little backlog here. Looking good though, I like it. I've never seen these produce that fast. absolutely adore it. There's still more than enough room on this belt. If that was a blue belt and it was full, it would make me so happy. I would upgrade this one. Not because it needs it, but because if these all pick their stuff, the copper from the belt, then this guy over here will have like 6 empty spots before the next one comes by. So the, you know, might be short on an item or might have to wait a second or two. When clearly this over here should be the bottleneck. So with high speed, we just press them into the end of the belt and they back up faster, and we don't have that many holes in here. I could do a third belt. It seems to be backing up though. I could do a third belt and just say, okay, we divide this into 3s, so we do, I don't know, 8 and 8 and 6. That's 24, right? No? 8 and 8 and 8. That should be what it is. Instead of 12 and 12, or whatever we're doing now. Then we would definitely back up. And we still have room to go here, so that could be a good thing to do. That would be right here. So how about we do that? Let's do this. Let's put all of you in here. And now it backs up, obviously, because we're not taking anything out. Also means the copper will back up. It's cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now all together. You go into there. We have another one coming out here. For the remaining ones. Then, just for the fun of it, okay, that's done. As you can see, this is now backed up because obviously we have more, or we have more transport capability than we have machines requesting. We're only requesting 2/3 of what was there before, and we split it into more belts. Which also means on this side we will have a belt that is not full of holes, so they can take whenever. And this should now go constantly without any issues whatsoever. Yeah, with that extra speed, it's even backing up inside the machine. Don't need to worry about it. We could upgrade the sorters now if we wanted, so they can grab the stuff faster, but then again, they have 4 seconds to grab 10 of these. And they're going pretty fast. It is backing up. It's getting more and more backed up in the machine, so the sorters are doing fine. No need to worry about it. That still looks so weird with these going up and down. I don't know. Also, these still look like they're straight up stolen out of Satisfactory. Which I don't mind, because they look pretty cool. Alright, so that's set up. We still have 400,000 copper to go through. We have more unipolar magnets than we have copper, so if anything runs out, it will be this. And then we could import copper plates if we have to. Or we could export the unipolar magnets and just abandon this station altogether. Just have them go in here, local demand, and then just remote a supply, and off they go. This is looking really good. I like that. Well, there's 600 incoming, which I don't like. Because they don't have any warpers. I don't know. It's weird. We need to go back home and check on that. Are we on power? Doing good. Okay, before we go anywhere, since the black hole is right here, we're gonna pay a visit to good old Event Horizon. Right there. That looks so cool. I love it. Let's go. Make it show. Now, how can there be a planet in close proximity to a black hole? Somebody explain that to me, please. Also, holy, that looks awesome. That looks really awesome. I like that. Ice Field Jelly Soul. There is more unipolar magnets. Not many, but you know, better than for the rest in the galaxy. There's also some copper, so we could duplicate the same thing over here. There's not that much solar or wind energy, though. That's gonna be a bit more of a hassle. Then again, you just saw me placing down 200 solar panels, making 90 megawatts for the 30 we need. Or, well, with the newest endeavors over there, maybe 40. Still way too much. So with like 100 solar panels, we should still be good. If we do 200, we're definitely good. Inclination 30 degrees. Wow. Freaking wow. Okay. Let's get some speed and get over there. Right there. If this goes any slower, I'm gonna warp there. The music is quite gorgeous. Don't know if you can hear much of it because I tend to turn music down very much. Wow, come on. Yeah, you're moving quite fast. You're still gonna catch up though. It's gonna take a second or two. It looks gorgeous, no matter what. I'm gonna intercept you. That actually seems to be working. I like it. And here we are. You know, having that in the sky when you wake up in the morning, I don't know. It's a black hole, you wouldn't be able to see it. Okay, how are we looking here? What do we have? Fire, ice, iron. I mean, we can see what's here. There's the only copper reserve on this whole thing. Yeah, we're not coming here for the fire ice. I mean, we could. Obviously, we could. There's a lot. But, yeah, no. I just wanted to have a look at that black hole. Now, if this was an episode on YouTube, that would be the screenshot right there. Go for the thumbnail. Okay. I think... Here, land. Thank you. I think we are going to leave and go back home and see what the situation is. And since that will take a while, I will get our Icarus on course. We can actually start that right now. Get him on course. I'm just waiting for the power to recharge. And as soon as we are on course, I'm going to go for a little break. Where are we? Down there. Jeez. Speed. Ah, stop. Gravity ball thing. There you go. 12 light years. Right there. Right, I'm gonna let him fly, recharge, and then we're gonna. Well, I'm actually gonna jump right now. Go on my break. When I come back, he should be recharged so I can jump again. So I'll see you guys in about 3-4 minutes, and then we see where we are. BYP. we go. Let's see if we can make it. We stopped 7 light years short out of 13, so we should be able to make that. In this mode, when you have warp engaged, steering is easier because mouse movement is reduced. That's quite nice. Don't save now. Save later. Oof. Yeah, okay, sure. Little short. Not too bad. Let's have a look. Are there any ships I can see that are leaving the system? Have left the system that way? I haven't seen them coming towards me, but they must be somewhere. That's quite annoying. It'll take forever until they come back. Oh, can we do a short jump? I have enough warpers. Jump. Yeah, that didn't really do much. Woo! Uh-huh. There's one going. I wonder why. I'm pretty sure they're all set up to request warpers if they have to go that far. They should all be set to, you know, 1 light year maximum, so they shouldn't leave the system at all. Well, obviously the one we just set up. Oh, that definitely warped. Ooh, okay. Maybe they do have warpers. They might have some. That would be quite cool. Otherwise, you know, the one we just set up, the thing, what is it? Particle container? Damn it, it's always the same that I don't know. Yeah, that may have not been set up correctly on our home planet. Since we didn't bring any warpers over to the neutron star, those ships, those 10, are not going to go at all. If we had given them like 20 warpers, they could have gone there and back, and they might have replenished in our main system. Not quite sure about that, actually. Oh, come on, jump. There you go. Incoming! Faceplant. Here we are. Okay, you guys do not need to do anything anymore. Do not gobble up my motors, please. You are still set to supply. That is okay. So where am I requesting these now? I think there was one station somewhere around here that wasn't full. This one. Ah, we have 4,720 and there's still more coming in. There's 50 warpers in here. Yes, that's perfect. So warper supply is going. Belt is pretty empty. Let's have a look at the end. There they are. It's not even the end. But it is backing up, so all of these should have warpers. Nice. Very nice. Now the question is, how are you getting those when you're technically not supposed to go? Oh, this one is set to unlimited. Okay, that's fine then. That would explain it. So the way this works, as far as I know, is these ships, these logistic vessels, take 2 warpers. They need 1 to get there and 1 to get back, because they don't have the limitations of our mediocre power core that you have to stop in between. They just go all the way. So they just consume 2 for 1 round trip. That's quite okay, I think. So what exactly needs this stuff that we are now producing? Let's see. You just need the lenses, right? But the lenses need this stuff, and this stuff needs 2 of the things we are producing. So having that set up enables us to do more warpers. We have lenses. Oh wow, we have lenses. Look at that. Let's look at the lens production, which is not here. Ugh. It's here. So you're still waiting for that, for which we still need deuterium, iron, and the particle containers. You are made all the way over here, so this bed should be full of all the stuff. Yep, that's looking good. Except for this, which is the deuterium. So next thing we need to do is get deuterium. Massive amounts of deuterium. Where do we get that? Oh, look at it. Look at it go. That's awesome. I love that. So we need to find deuterium. Requires universe exploration level 4. And I think that's the next thing we really, really want. Otherwise we just fly around blind. And for that we need green science a lot. And for green science, which we have researched, it's down here, right? Gravity matrix? Yup. We need the lenses. Also, we should switch over the warper production as soon as we can to this recipe. Because one of these cubes needs half a lens. And that turns into 8 warpers. What we're doing right now is this recipe, where 1 lens is 1 warper. Instead of 16. That's a huge upgrade. So yeah, that's probably something you want to do. Then again, this does need this guy, which is an upgrade of this guy and a little bit of that, and we've already looked at that. That needs this crystal, which we can do as soon as we get the hydrogen, no matter which recipe we take. And the rest, you know, it's just, yeah, organic crystal we have. That's not an issue. That's actually quite good, because plastic and organic crystal both needs refined fuel, which means we get more hydrogen out of this. Yeah, that's okay. Hydrogen. So this guy, 3 resources we have, it's the 4th we don't have, so we need to set up this. That has to go over here, actually. You're full, so we need another one of those. Let's see. I'm blind. Where do you go? Up here. That's 3 ingredients plus the output. Question is, what do we do with those? Do we want to charge them immediately and then put them in storage? Do we ever need empty ones? We may request empty ones where we're charging. That's probably easier. Yeah, we can do this using 2 of the small ones. Not a big deal. You're killing me. Right there? Fine. There it is, and the other one is somewhere down here then. How much more of you do I have? Not much, but enough. There you go. Okay, 3 resources. Those were iron, superconductive magnets or whatever that is, and the freaking crystal. Iron, Supermagnetic ring. And crystal silicon, which I think we're making somewhere. Yeah, it looks like it. Also, we seem to have some of those. That's interesting. Stop. Always set the limits before you do anything else. Right, that, you in there. Fine, power off, cannot charge. Do I care? No. Not even a little bit. And then we're probably gonna do something like this. Have a box over here. And have a station next to it where we can empty into. Probably. Okay, let's do the belts. How fast are you in making that stuff? That needs 5 seconds. 6 items per. So if you have 5 assemblers, it's still 6 items per second. So even if you had 10, that would be 12. That's the standard belt, right? And by standard belt, I mean the medium belt, obviously. Right, in which ratio do I need those? 6, 6, and 4. So that's exactly right. Crystals go on the outside because I need the least amount of those. Lovely. You are... Can't see. You're ending right there. One more. And one more. Then we don't need any extras on that side, but we do need an output belt. So right now I can take one of these, copy it over, and that should copy 3 of these inserters. Sorters. You know what. There you go. Not that recipe, that's a crazy recipe. Why would I ever want to do that? I don't even know. What are we trying to do? Buildings. That guy. Nice. And, yep, Then we need an output on the other side. Which I can't do because you're in the way. Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. And you should go up until there. Good. And you do. All switched? Yup. So are we gonna put on a chest? Or are we gonna go straight into one of these guys? I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do it like this. And you are just going to come out here and connect. You are going to be set to something like this, just so we have some empty ones if we ever need them. And you get this guy, so you can import as many as possible at the same amount of time. Right, that's the word. Right there. Am I powering you? Of course not. And you are going to do these. Supply 5,000, sure. And in. Good. Now it just needs to start running, which it does. Lovely. So next thing would be a charging station where we can actually charge these up. You know, it would have been interesting to just... anything that goes past this box will be charged. But then again, we might get discharged one from somewhere else other than this production station, like if we actually drain them of their power. And then we want this guy to be able to just... Not this guy, where we put the charging station, we want to be able to request these wherever they may come from. I think that would be a pretty good idea. Unfortunately, you can't set priorities here. Just being able to say, okay, you are the lowest priority, take it from anywhere else first before you take these, that would be cool. Then again, 0.6. That may be a thing that we are getting somewhere along the road. That would be really cool. That's the one thing Factorio is missing, that you can actually set priorities for your provider and requester chests. Hello? Give me 10,000. And do your thing. You can have these 300 back. How are we on 760,000? I have never seen that much in my inventory. That's glorious. Also, we did it again. It's noon, right here. Yeah, around the neutron star, that wouldn't even be an achievement. It's like, it's noon every 20 seconds or so. Just forget about it. Alright, let's do these. Oh, I love it when you can just drag over it like, yeah, I have the resources. Screw you. This area I think I flattened because it was hilly, like over here. And I needed the soil. Now we're able to connect that up. Isn't that lovely? So. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of power. I mean, we could set that up, but as soon as we get the Dyson sphere started, we could just set up a row of these, getting all the power from the Dyson sphere pretty much for free, charging the batteries, and then just sending around batteries, because this had an output power of 45 megawatts. That's a lot. Like, 2 of these equal what we've just set up in wind turbines and solar panels. And we had, what, 100 wind turbines and still have some. 200 solar panels all gone, except for those 10. Yup, 2 of these would have been it. I can make those in my pocket, that's lovely. Let's get the resources. So we need titanium alloy, steel processors, and some of the stuff we have just imported. Let's see if we can grab some of that. You have some, right? May as well clear you out. Why not? Processors go in here. Give me those 50. I can't see. You know, an alpha value for these would also be quite nice. So just a slider up here somewhere where you can say, okay, a little more transparency, please. Although I am a fan of dark mode, and this is definitely dark mode, no matter how you look at it, I'm also a fan of transparency. So you can see through and maybe even click through. That is good to have. Do you have steel that I can borrow? A little bit. Let's not take too much. How about that? How about not all of that? And then we are just missing what? The alloy. Sure. Which is made somewhere over here. A little further. And a little further. Right here. Seems to be full. Oof. Been a while since I've seen that. Alright, let's see. 1. Missing pretty much everything. Processors, mostly. Otherwise we could make 2. Okay, let's make them 1. Takes a little bit. 15 seconds? Sure. More processors then. Processors. That should be good. Things are getting mighty expensive now. That one too, but that is the next thing we're gonna make. And you can see how many we need there. 20? I don't know how long they need to charge. We're gonna find out, hopefully right now. We already have some of these. Yeah. So this is full. Glorious. So really what we want over here is just a charging station. And we could technically do that. Anyway, unfortunately you can't say supply and demand. It kinda makes sense. I don't have an empty slot here anywhere. You do. We do have some room over here. I could reroute these beds if I have to and have loads of space. So you could... You could request the empty ones, at least some. Not all of them, not all 5,000. And then charge them, and then I can route it back in here and say, you're also doing those. No, supply. Supply is correct. I think that's a good idea. Just 100. And those are gonna be charged then. So I'm gonna do that. You can transport 70 in one go. So unless this is up to 70, nobody will go. That's okay. I'm fine with that. Okay, let's see. Are you in here? No. You're in here, yeah, okay. That looks neat. So you're getting the empty ones. You want them to go in here, and the way this looks has input, outputs on all 4 cardinal directions. So I could probably put that here, route a belt straight in, and then out the other side. How would I put that here? So I can put a splitter in between there. My question is, can I route them through the empty ones? Collide with other object? Really? Is that too close? Wow. Okay, sure. Yeah. Oh, they also provide power. Neat. They are connected. Barely. Okay, sure, why not? So you go in there. The incoming. Shouldn't take that long from there to here. Any day now? Hello? There's nothing in here, so they must have come by now. Oh, they're here. Right, they're here. Look at it. Okay, you idle, discharge, charge. So we go charge. Ooh. Oh! I'm a fan. Yeah, I'm a fan. That's glorious. That's charging fast. It's using a lot of power. 45 megawatts? Yeah, sure. We have that. It's okay. Now... Aha. Okay, that works. I can probably not interconnect these. No, I probably have to do that here. And probably won't fit a splitter in between here. That is not nice. Oh, actually, not a big deal. We're there. Stop it. Weird. I Must have picked up some right here. In there. Sort this. Lovely. Then we can go and say, give me more of these. You're probably gonna have more over here soon. Not you, you. Let's do that. On this side we don't really have to worry because we're just feeding onto a build. No need to have a splitter, we can just straight up connect that like this. Then we're gonna go up. And over. Like so. And in. And you're already supplying. Glorious. There they go. Nice. So whoever needs those will get them there. Can I make more of these? They're cool. I'm missing everything. Ah, that's a pity. Well, I can grab more. It's just now we're running short on processors for some reason. It's not the biggest machinery over here to make them. I grant you that. I mean, it's 8, right? They take 3 seconds, so we're barely making 2 and a little bit per second. If we have all the resources, which we do, so that's not a big issue. You need 2 seconds to make 1, and I think you need 3 seconds and consume 2, yes. So as soon as we can, we need to upgrade these to the next tier. This one. Ooh. Fiber optics and that freaking thing. That guy, which we don't have yet. Don't have that. That's all in an assembler, so I can craft it in my pocket if I have to. I can even craft that in my pocket if I have to. So we could make some right now if we wanted. Then again, it's not that urgent. It's going. It's doing its thing. Taking a little bit. But it is doing its thing. Just have to grab them before it hits 70. That's all you have to do. So I have 100 of those now. I need 40 per, right? Let's grab some more of these. These are empty, which means we have to go all the way over. Ooh, where was it? Right here. Oh, wow. No need to worry about anything. Yeah, have some. Put some back in. Good. That's exactly 10,000? You sure? Now that it's full, you can't put any more in. But if it comes in by ship, it can go over the limit. I think you should always be able to put stuff in here. If I have some on me and I want to drop it off, then let me put it in there. It's a manual action. It's not like it's controlled by the AI, where something could get messed up if you put 20,000 in there when it can only hold 10. So that should be a thing. That's full again, don't even try. Steel. Okay, that's the one we're seriously short on right now. Sure. Good day. Nice. Okay, what else can we do with these resources? Not that, because we're missing this guy, which we could do easily in our pocket, have all the resources. And I think I've set that up somewhere. I think we already have that, like, over there on the very end. That leaves this guy. We now have those. We just need reinforced thrusters, and we need the supermagnetic rings. Let's have a look at what the situation is with those. Also, how are we on power? We should probably pick up some power. Let's just grab some real quick. That's not enough, is it? Oh, it is, barely. For 1. Here, we can have those back. Thrusters we should have a lot. Yeah. How many was that? I have enough. Okay. And the rest we have. Where's my power? Right here. Looking at it. Boop. In. And now I can't put you anywhere. I can put you here. Just need to be quick enough. Fine. So we have those two made. Also here, planet. That's what the unipolar magnets look like. And they're gone. Okay. Okay. What am I trying to do? This. Did I pick up the wrong thrusters? Oh, that's the small ones. Where are the big ones? They're here. Okay. Well, don't need you then. Let's pick up some energy cells. You're not doing anything because there's nothing available right now. Okay, that's good. You and me both, buddy. You and me both. Charge, yeah. It is doing that. Okay, that is cool. Should be going full tilt. If we had any more of these. What's your issue? Aha. Yeah, I knew there was something. Well, I don't have any of those, don't look at me. What I want is all of that. Well, not all of that. Let's take 20. You have a tooltip? Can I get a tooltip? 90 megajoules, fuel chamber generation plus 100, input power, blah. So I can put those in here. Ooh. So what are you then? 600 megajoules plus 300%. 90 megajoules plus 100%. So they're not really that good. At all. Unless you want to do something like this. And I have one surplus. It says 20. I picked 20, didn't I? Did I pick 21? Okay, sure. Whoop. Fly! Why are you flying? It's supposed to go here. Oh, it did. Okay, fine. Nice. Where'd you go? Up here. Can't do anything here, because it's an orbital collector. Also can't place it here, as you can see. Obviously, because there's nothing to place it. We need a gas giant for that, so we could go back to our home system. To our starter system. Which is still over here. Which we don't know anything about, even though we've lived there for eons and eons. Whoop. Or we could try to find another system that has a gas giant. You don't, but you have Kimberlite ore. That's interesting. Can't see, even though I've been there. It's lovely. There are unknown resources, don't know what those are. What are you? G-type. What are you? A G-type. 15 light years, 13 light years. I might try that one just for fun. But I think next thing we are going to do is taking care of green cubes. This stuff. We already have the lenses, which now are made in bulk since we were short on this stuff because of the particle container thing. Now we're short on this because hydrogen, or in this case deuterium, which in our case is hydrogen, because the only thing we're doing is this. We could straight up do this and say we have so much hydrogen, just convert it for a straight up 5 every 5 seconds, so 1 per second. Instead of a 1% chance on, what do we have there, 10, 20 machines sitting there? I mean, you need 100 of those converters, so you get roughly 1 per second if you have a 1% chance. Then again, it's not per second because it's as fast as the belts move hydrogen through there, and if you can do 30 per second, well, you know, it adds up. We could do a particle collider and just do that recipe and just convert all the hydrogen we have, but we might also run short on hydrogen. So, 2 ways of fixing this. 1, find a gas giant that has hydrogen, and then set up the particle collider with this recipe just on the next planet, as close by as possible, and ship in the hydrogen from that planet, so we don't have to go the deuterium, so we don't have to go 10 hydrogen when we could also just go 5 deuterium and then, you know, twice the amount because it's only half the space needed. Or straight up find a gas giant that has deuterium. That would be even better. Probably one that has both would be awesome, and I'm pretty sure those exist. So we're gonna have to fly around a little and look a little, which I might just do off cam, I'm not quite sure. We might also just get Universe Exploration 4 and just know where everything is, because I think that's what it does, right? Not here. Here. Able to view the vein reserve and rare vein details in all planetary systems. And this is just within 6 light years, so all of them. So yeah, as soon as we get that, we're good. So that's the next thing I want. Activate that. Now we need to get the green research up and running. So let's go back to this. To get this, lenses. Alright, yes, we still have a bottleneck there, but technically the stuff is being produced. We just need more of it. Now we just need you. And we've already looked at that. Not a bad recipe. We need to make this crystal. Again, same bottleneck. The rest we have. So as soon as we get this set up, and then this set up, and then this set up, we should be good. Green science itself is already set up. Not very fast, but it is there. You know, I set it up for 1 per second. I told you already. Right here. And it is requesting the lenses. They are already here. I can now actually go in here and say, you do green science. Now that it's researched, and I can tell you that I want... where are you? It's down here. Why is this sorting different than this sorting? This sorting makes sense. Like, this is a cluster that belongs together. Here's all the fuel stuff, there's the meshes and whatever comes out of it. This is all the iron, this is all the copper, this is all the silicon, right? Then you go in here and say, this looks the same, but then these belong together, but these 3, right? But then you have these, and the next evolution step is over here. Also, there's a little bit of glass over here, but the actual glass is over here. I don't get that. Can you please do the same sorting? The rare resources are over here. That's awesome. Just saying, straight up awesome. That's how you should do it. Just group them over there. Those are the rare ones. They don't have anything special. Or they are special enough to be over there, but then again, Fire Ice is here. It doesn't seem to be that rare, even though it's marked orange as a rare resource when you go on the map. I don't know. Okay. You want this stuff. Demand. As soon as we have it, it's gonna go here, and green science will kick off. Lovely. Then you are going to exert that stuff, which is going to be requested over here. All of it. That's done. Now we just need to make the stuff. One of them is already here, so it's just the other one we need to take care of. But I'm not going to do that today. It's just, you know, it's the usual factory copy and pasting over here. We're also getting close, not too close, but close to the other end of the factory here, which is quite nice. So maybe I have enough soil piles to just straight up connect this. That would also be quite cool. Why are you backing up? Because we're importing so much copper? Yeah. That's glorious. With all the bottlenecks, I actually have to go through here and see what we are short on. And steel doesn't seem to be one of the things, but then again, not all of the stuff is running right now, and we have been short on steel before. This is fluctuating heavily, but it's far, far off from the 440 we are currently generating, which is all renewable energy. We don't have to worry about it, and it's a constant flow. No matter where the sun is, no matter what the wind does. We are consuming steel over here. How are we on stuff? 5,900 after we just emptied that out. That's not bad. But you can clearly see that there are other belts that are pretty much empty. Like hydrogen? Hello? Deuterium? Hello? This doesn't really seem to be the issue. We need more deuterium. Fast. As fast as we can get it. Do we even have a hydrogen tank? Yeah, we have one over here, but that's just from crafting meshes, which we are not doing because they are backed up. We're not using them for that much. So right now, where is that hydrogen even going? If not onto these belts. How come we have a constant 10,000? I just placed these down at the beginning of the episode. Look at that. 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, almost 70,000. And there's another tower that's nearly full. I will just delete these and rebuild them when they are full, because I have no idea what to do with that stuff right now. The only thing I can do is put down some generators. These guys, thermal power stations, and pump that stuff in there, because I don't need it for anything. I mean, yes, obviously we could go and say, we've done it before, going from this recipe into this recipe, and just consume all of the refined fuel and make more hydrogen. But then I don't have any of that fuel, and I do need some of that somewhere, just not very often. That's the issue. I think it's here. There, it's needed for the plastic making. Right there. And we don't seem to need plastic that much. I think there's one more somewhere, but that's the main one. So we can't really get rid of all of that. I could set up more oil, since we still have a lot of oil on this planet, and use that new setup with pretty much the same as we have it here, but funnel all of these oil refineries into the second recipe before we pump it into these, and then just have like 3 times the amount, because we're getting 3 to 4 times the hydrogen, and maybe that fixes the issue. So that is something I might be able to do. And we're back at the point where I say, you know, making a template out of this and just stamping it down 3 times and then connecting the belts. That would be so cool. Yeah. Alright, but that's good. Right here. That's gonna be it for today. Can you see me? Hello? That's okay. Right there. That's gonna be it for today. I see you next time, whenever that may be. Probably during this week somewhere. Maybe even tomorrow. I don't know yet. It all depends on when I get back from work. Today was very late, and if it wasn't for mortuary, I wouldn't have streamed at all. Just to be honest, right here. I had this running for, like I said, about 2 hours to get the belts even out and all the resources stocked up here and there, but you see, it isn't enough. We just came back from a massive enterprise of making particle containers or whatever they're called. And with that bottleneck on, we went straight into the next one. I expected as much. As soon as we're done with this playthrough, I'm probably going to sit down, write down some ratios of stuff we are actually going to produce and in what quantities we might need it, and then I know when we start over, maybe when 0.7 comes out, maybe 1.0, I don't know, when we start over this whole thing, or they introduce new technology and all that stuff and we have a reason to start over. We're going to start straight into a mega factory. The first thing we're going to do is put down like 60 smelters for iron, even if we can't use them all because we don't have the belts yet, but they're there. We just need to upgrade the belts sometime down the road. Something like that. I'm not sure yet about that. It's definitely fun. It is the usual Factorio addictiveness, so I'm quite happy about this. Absolutely adore this game. See you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.